in this video, I will probably show you how to set up an avatar in Unity, how to put clothes on it, and how to put hairs and some different system. The first thing you want to do is going on the Booth page and search for the LilToon shader. That is the shader that every avatar use to basically give it color. Otherwise, you will see a purple mess on it. After you download it and you import it into your Unity, you can start. First thing you want to do is going on your avatar and just drag and drop it into the hierarchy. After you drag and drop it into the hierarchy, you will have your avatar ready to be used. When we will open it, we'll see various things. First is body and body all. There are the face and the actual body. Then we have the default clothes that the avatar can come with. And then we have the hairs. The first thing we want to do is remove the clothes of the avatar, since we want to put our clothes. So we'll select the clothes and we'll go into the inspector and check this box that will remove all the clothes. After we check this box, we want to change the tag from untagged to editor only. What this does is that when we upload the avatar, Unity will not consider these clothes into the total size of the avatar at all, and so the avatar will be much lighter. So either we can delete the clothes and so select them and press delete, or we can just do this, unselect them and go on editor only. After that, we want to put the clothes on the avatar. So we'll download the clothes, import them on Unity, and click on the folder of the clothes that we imported into Unity, going into the prefab, and just drag and drop it under the avatar here, on the top of the avatar. There you go. As we can see, the clothes are not properly fitting the chest sides. So what we want to do is using the blend shape to make it fit. After we do the blend shape right, and so we'll go into the inspector, open this blend shape window, and go and select the blend shape that we need. We can put the slider up, and the avatar will fit. But as we can see now, if we try to move the avatar, for example, we'll see that the clothes are not attached to the avatar. What we want to do now is install Modular Avatar into our project. Modular Avatar, it's a free add-on that you can add to your project and will make the clothes much easier to be put into Avatar itself. What we do with Modular Avatar is that we just click under the package of the clothes, under the prefab of the clothes, right click on it, go into the Modular Avatar section, and just go on Setup Outfit. In this way, the clothes are properly attached to the avatar. Hips. And the avatar properly moves. There you go. Well, now that we have our clothes set up, we want to change the hairs. So what we are doing now is we will select all the hairs, uncheck them, and go on editor only again. If we want to delete all the other stuff, and do the same thing, uncheck them, and go and press them editor only. What we want to do is import the hairs. For importing the hairs is the same way as importing any other thing. So we'll just have the prefab, the Unity prefab here that we download from Booth. Double click on it, and we'll just click on import. We'll wait for this process to complete. So it's just like putting materials and hairs inside. Sometimes materials and 3D object will be given to you separately. Usually, it's always better import first the material and then the 3D object, because importing first the material makes that the hairs in the preview will not be like a purple mess. So it's better always import the material first. For now, we'll find the hair that we want, and we will drag and drop them under the avatar, like this. As we can see, the avatar, as before, they are not attached. So what we want to do is we can try using modular avatar, but sometimes it might not work. It might have some issues because the armature is not the same. It's a bit different, the armature of the hair. It might not have the full armature. So what we do is going under the main armature of our avatar, going under hips, searching for the spine, the chest, the neck, and then the head. And we will put this prefab under the head. If we do this, now the avatar, the hair will properly move with the avatar. And that's how you stop hair and clothes. Now, let's say that we don't like this color of hairs, and so we want to change it. Usually, hair comes up with different materials. And so we have different presets that we can use for our hairs. We can see that this material here is called deep purple one. If we click on it, Unity will find the actual directory of the material for us. And usually where it's stored one material, there are all the others. So it's pretty useful doing like this. We can see if all the parts of the hairs that we need have the same material, so everyone has deep purple, or no. For example, this one doesn't have like the deep purple because it's about like the accessory of the hairs. And so it's associated to another color. So we know that all these use the same materials, that is the deep purple. If we want to change hairs, we'll just grab the material that we want, and we'll just drag and drop it here after we select all the hairs that we want. And so now we change the color of the hair. We can have black, we can have cream, deep purple again, and you can choose what you like. If you want to do small adjustment to one material, for example, you want to make, I don't know, this ash blonde a bit different, you don't need to use Photoshop or any other program. You can just click on the material and you will see this menu of the LilToon shader. What you can do is opening the main color /alpha, the color adjustment, and you can change the hue, the saturation, the value or the gamma in the way that you like. In this way, it's pretty easy to have the color that you want. Another stuff that usually is very, very common to avatar, to Booth avatar, is this small border, the outline. Some people like it, some people don't. You can choose if keep it or not. By just clicking in the material, you can go under the LilToon shader, find the outline section, and check or uncheck it. This one is for the face. As you can see, if I uncheck it, this outline on the face will disappear. So it's about wanting a more anime style, or let's say just like how you find it good or not. It's just about your choice. Now that we did this, we can, for example, import an extra asset. For example, let's say that I want a system that when I put my hand close to someone's head, it does like a small like scratch sound for ASMR purpose, for example. So I will just like import the prefab as before, and usually prefab comes with modular avatar setup. We just import the prefab, go under the prefab section, and just drag and drop it under the avatar. And it will automatically install the whole menu for ourselves. That's usually how it works. So modular avatar saves you a lot of time and is very, very useful. Let's say that now we want to create a toggle for our jacket. Let's say that we want to be able to remove it and put it whenever we want. We can use vrchat or vrcfury for this, and it's very, very useful. vrcfury is another free things that you can install. You can just like go in their main page, vrcfury.com, and download vrcfury, and it's very useful, and it will import to your project. Now, let's do this. Let's press some plus here. Let's create an empty. It doesn't matter how you call it, but let's say that we call it toggle. What we do is set up, put the position in a way that is not annoying. So let's put 000, there is just the origin. What we do is drag and drop this on top of the avatar. What we do now is just click on add component and search for toggle. And you have toggle vrcfury. Now we have to give them a menu path. If you ever played VRChat, you know that VRChat has a radial menu where you go in expression, and it has like some kind of like folder system. Imagine this as a folder system. So let's say that I want a folder for the clothes, and inside this I want a toggle for the jacket. So I will do the main folder is named clothes, then I will do clothes/outer or jacket, whatever name we want. And so we will have a main folder called clothes with an outer, with a toggle called outer. What we do now is actually add the toggle. So we click on add action, we'll do object toggle, and we'll do that when we click the toggle, the object will turn off, and so we will remove the jacket. We'll find the jacket again here on the hierarchy, and we will drag and drop it here. Now, vrcfury will automatically create a menu path for this. What we want to do now is go here and click on option and click on save between words. This makes it in a way that when you change words or reset the position with a full body tracking and calibrate again, if the jacket was off, it will remain off. So it's very useful. Now we created our toggle. Now, for example, if we wanna, let's say, gesture manager is useful for when you enter in play mode. Let's click on autofix. When vrcfury says autofix for the first time, just click on it. As you can see, gesture manager allows you to see this menu, this radial menu. It can be installed from the creator companion. You just have to find it and add it to your project, and lets you have like the whole like tools and stuff from VRChat. You can go to expression, and you can see that there is this whole menu. This is all the default menu of the avatar that usually you don't need. And we have this clothes folder that we created, and here we have the toggle for the jacket. As you can see, we created a main folder called clothes, and inside of it there is a toggle called outer. That's how toggle works. Also, when you enter in play mode, and so when you see this play button blue, always remember to get out of it, because every change that is made in play mode will not actually count when you will exit the play mode. So always remember to exit play mode. Now that we have hairs and clothes, and we have toggles, we wanna change the main menus of the avatar, because we'll probably never use them, because some menus are related to outfits that we don't even have. If we go into into here, into the main avatar, into the inspector, we'll find this menu section. If we click on it, we can get access to the default menu of the avatar. We can mostly just remove all of them, so click on them and press minus, because we don't use them anymore. So now we will open gesture manager, we'll enter play mode again. We'll go on expression, and there will be only close, because that's the only thing that we need right now. We'll exit play mode again. The last thing that I want to show is how to create expression and how to put texture. To create expression for the avatar, if you want custom expression, you can change the main face of your avatar by just messing up with blend shapes. So for example, here there are like a blend shape that changes the eyes, makes them like this, and you just have to mess it around with what you like. Eyes sad, eyes happy, it's up to you. But let's say that you are in VRChat and you do like a gesture, and your avatar makes a specific expression, and you want to change it. You want to make that when you make a specific gesture, it will change the expression that you do. And there is this useful thing called FaceEmo. FaceEmo is another free add-on that you can add to your VRChat avatar, to your Unity project, and it will give you this emo button that it's here. You will just click on it, you just press OK, and it will launch this menu. This menu lets you customize your expression. The first thing you want to do usually is just delete the main menu and create a new one. Press here, press the plus, and you will create a new one. You can call it how you want, like expression 1, for example, and you can change the default face. Let's say that we want to change the default face of our avatar. Usually we can change it even here by just messing around with blend shape, but let's say we want to do it here. We'll press on the plus button, we'll create the new thing called default face, let's say, and it will open us this small menu where we can mess around with the blend shape again, and we can find the expression that we like. So for example, let's say I want to do this expression, these eyes with usually you don't even change the eyebrows, but let's say I want the mouth straight instead of like the usual mouth like this, and we're good like this for now. It will create an expression and it will set up here. So our default expression now will be this. You will not see here in the viewport, but every time you will upload the avatar, your main expression will be that. Now we want to add expression for all the other hand gestures that we have. So we'll click on add here. And so we'll add expression for everything, for every position that we can do with the hands. So the fist, the open hand, the point, picture, rock pose, gun point, and the thumbs up. We can set up with which hand we will have to do that gesture to have that expression. So usually is with the right hand, that you can change it from left hand to right hand. We can change if when our character makes that expression, it will be able to blink or not. Because sometimes when you do an expression with eyes closed and your avatar blinks, it will break because the eyelash will kind of like enter in itself. It's a bit weird to explain. But if the eyes have like some closed position, or you don't want like to make your avatar blink, because for example you wanna take a picture and your avatar blinks automatically and you will end up with eyes closed, you can just remove the blink and the avatar will not blink when you will do that specific expression. So you can disable blink, you can press on plus, and you can add like a new expression. Let's say happy. We'll go here, and we'll do like a mouth smile, and we'll do eyes, the eyes like for the smile, and we'll have a smiley expression. So every time that now we do a fist expression, our avatar will smile. Let's say that we want to reuse the same expression for another gesture. So let's say that when you have open hands, usually is how you have your hands by default, is by having them open. So you don't want to have a specific expression for when you have open hands. So let's say we want to reuse a previous expression. We can go on the folder, we can find our default face, and we can open it. Now, the expression of the open hand is the same expression of our default face. After we create all the expression that we want, and I will not do it now, you can just click on apply to avatar and apply. You will see that it will automatically, with modular avatar again, create a menu. You can close this window. It will create a menu of FaceEmo. That is very useful. Now, let's say that we made an expression that we don't like and we wanna edit it again. We don't need to click on FaceEmo again. As you can see, when FaceEmo got added to our avatar, it created this FaceEmo here, this FaceEmo object under our avatar. What we wanna do here is press on FaceEmo, drag and drop our avatar here, and click on Launch FaceEmo. And it will open the menu again. So we can edit another expression, we can change something, and do the change that we like, and so choose the expression that we want. Last thing that I want to show is, for example, if we want to edit a texture, usually editing a texture is a bit harder because it needs any Photoshop software, so Photoshop, GIMP, Clip Studio Paint too, to put textures together. When you will go on Booth and you will buy an outfit, or not an outfit, but you will buy like a texture or ice texture or anything, it will be given you either as a PNG or a PSD. The PSD is the file probably that has all the ice texture, etc., etc. The PNG is probably only the texture for the eyes. So let's say that we wanna add an eye texture. We'll go on the material of our avatar. We'll click on the eyes. We'll click on the PNG, and we'll go under the main color / alpha category. We'll double click on it, and it will open the PNG, or we will redirect us to the PNG here. What we can do is, for example, if I want to use like Clip Studio Paint for edit it, because it's what I use. Let's say that we want to use Clip Studio Paint. We can select the PNG, copy it, paste it, and find a texture of eyes that we like. We will just like drag it here, save the new file as a PNG, import it into the project again, but you just have to drag and drop the PNG here, and you will drag and drop the new texture under the color section. That is where the previous texture was. So you will be able to change texture of the eyes, texture of the lips, texture of the eyebrows, anything that you want. Texture of the body. Also, as you can see, usually the body comes up with a leg strap or something, or like some heels. So you will have like the foot heel. If you go under the body, you can see that some blend shape are on. So for example, the leg belt that was by default on, you can just disable it. Waist corset, is the blend shape that makes like the waist a bit thin, and here there is like high heels on or high heels off. Usually, like it's a foot heel or it's called like that, similar like that name, and you can change it, and so you can choose, you can like fix the avatar to their position. Sometimes, usually when you have big boobs avatar, it can happen that when you upload the avatar into VRChat, it will not properly work and the breast will remain flat. This is a common thing that happens because there is an animation that's usually on the avatar that makes the breast like with a slider that you can change. So for fix it, you can just go into the main avatar, find the animator. There is let's see, animation. Let's see, air reaction usually or FX. You go into the animator, and there is breast control or breast size. What you wanna do is click on this small cog and set the weight to 0. In this way, it means that the animation that used to make the breast grow on a slider doesn't work anymore. And so now the blend shape that you have set, it works properly. That's mostly it. The last thing that I want to show is how vrcfury allows a simple fix for a lot of light issues that your avatar might have. What you want to do is just going under the main avatar, click on add component, and type anchor override fix. When you type on anchor override fix, it will just like spawn this small thing here, and it will set all the lights to the chest. So, for example, the lights that should arrive in the air are the same. They arrive to the chest. It's very useful, and you should use it because it saves you a lot of troubles. After this, you can upload your avatar, and it should completely work without any issues. If you want to do some other edits, if you want to add like a texture and stuff, it will be more works on Photoshop, but it should not be that hard. If you need anything, well, feel free to ask, and I will be happy to answer, because I want to show how I mostly do avatars here, because it's very hard to take a grasp on how to do Unity stuff at the beginning, but it's very easy to do, especially now that Modular Avatar and vrcfury exist, that simplify a lot of annoying process. So might as well do a tutorial on how to do it. If there is anything that a question that you need, you can always ask, and I will end it for now. So see ya next time. Bye bye. Oh, before finishing, well, don't have to say really bye. There is another thing that I want to show you that is pretty useful. It's called performance tool. It's this thing. You can just click it and add to VCC, that is the creator companion. You add it to your Unity project. This will give you this window where you will just click on avatar, click on VRAM, and you will just drag and drop your avatar here, and it will show you how much your avatar is heavy, and it will let you downscale textures. So for example, let's say that this texture is 4K and is too heavy. You can make it become a 2K, make it become a 1K texture, and you can just like decide the size that you want. So if there is some texture that you use less, you will like be able to properly optimize your avatar and have like a better performance overall. It's a very useful tool that I suggest you use because it's still another free to use tool, and it's very intuitive. Well, after that, obviously, you can just go on the SDK show control panel register, and build your avatar. Build your avatar, upload it. Every fix that has the autofix box, just click on the autofix box, and it will fix it for you, and you can just upload the avatar. So this was the last thing that I wanted to add. I hope that you will use this tool because they're very, very useful. And as I said before, if you have any question, you can ask, and I'll see you next time. See ya.